He's got an old pond. That pond's been there since 54, 55. This is his family land. He's had it for a couple hundred years. Been in the family a couple hundred years. Sorry. Ripper put on, taking trees down. Guys, this is a project y'all may have seen. We're kicking this one off today. It's Monday morning. It's cold this morning. It's about 27 here. But several weeks ago, I posted a video about how we bid a pond job. We were awarded this project. I know the landowner very well, but anyhow, we got the job. If you go back 2 or 3 weeks, you'll see a little more detailed information on this project. But he's got an old pond. That pond's been there since 54, 55. This is his family land. He's had it for a couple hundred years. Been in the family a couple hundred years. Sorry. But that pond was built back in the mid-50s, and he wants to make it a big pond. It's about a ½ acre currently, and what we'll do is we'll clear all this timber out up to that point, and we'll come down through here, clear in behind it, and then we'll clear out this way up into the field. We'll clear roughly 4 to 5 acres, and what we're going to do is we're going to bust the old dam. Beavers have already dug through it. That's part of the reason the dam is not holding. It's not doing what it's supposed to do. Beavers have been in there. They've already tunneled through it, and it started washing and eroding. So we're going to get in here and go ahead this morning. I'm going to go ahead and bust the dam the rest of the way, let it be draining. They're calling for rain coming in on Wednesday for us. So it's pretty bad winter weather coming in this coming weekend. So try to get this out of the sun for you guys. But you can see that it's just mossed over. It's not very deep. You know, he runs cows on his place, and this is the only water source on this field he's got over here. He's got several hundred acres, but this is one of his fields that he rotates his cattle in, and this is about the only water source. It's just not a good one. So we're going to go in here, break the dam, what little bit it's going to take, finish draining the rest of that water out, and then I'm going to start clearing. We got our guy will be here this week, possibly this week, start logging. What he does is we knock everything down, he'll come in behind us and pull the trees out, cut the stumps, cut the tops out for us. He takes the logs for his part, and that leaves us with just stumps and tops to have to burn and deal with. So just want to give y'all kind of an overhead sight of what we're going with. I know the sun's horrible. Y'all bear with me. It's doing best I can this morning. But I want to do a little before footage before we actually do anything. All we've done is done a lot of elevation shots, a lot of rod readings, got our elevations. We had everything staked off for the water. Water will actually get up pretty far in this pasture once we're done. That's the old home place there, and you can see all that land you're seeing is his. He has several hundred acres here, but runs a big cattle operation. So yeah, this is the next one. I will be more than happy to bring you guys along and show you what all we're going to do with this one. We've still got our other jobs going. Hank is still running the tractor and the new pan on the other big pond, still working on it. I'll get you an update on that as soon as I can. And I've got to go look at another driveway, another pond that we got to get built, and still working with another landowner on driveways and house pads and solar pad, and working with another landowner on clearing another 5 acres and doing a pond for him. So we got several things in the works. But anyhow, I'll be on my Deere 210 running the bucket, and of course to break the dam, then I'll be putting on the stump ripper and start pulling trees. So that's the game plan, guys. See y'all in a minute. Alright, I'll walk in here. I got the ripper put on, taking trees down. That thing works amazing for taking down trees, cutting the limbs off the back of them with that back piece, that back ripper. Anyway, here's the pond. Like I say, not very big. I'm going to take out these trees right through here. Take out these trees through here. Like I say, I'm just trying to get down here where the dam's busted for right now and get it on, dig it on out some more. I may fool these right through here on this dam a little bit this morning, but all this back here will come out. We'll have to clear all this, dig our core. We'll dig a new core trench right down through here on the back side of this dam. Give y'all a different angle here. Like I say, it's low, man. It stays low because of the beavers. They've tunneled. You can see where the beavers been in here doing some damage. I'll have to take out these trees, clear this out. But right in here is where I'm gonna get. You see the beavers have kind of dammed it up. He's been putting concrete in, trying to stop it. But man, just the tree roots, I mean, you don't want trees on your pond dam. It's just a lack of, nobody maintained it, so it's grown up. So I'll get in here, I'm gonna dig this out through here. This is just a natural drain. I know the landowner here where it's going. He owns, gosh, 1,000+ acres over here where this water's going. He knows we're in here working. He has no problem. I've got a great relationship with him as well. We've done a lot of work for him over the years. So nothing downstream of this it's going to be affected. Obviously there's not a lot of water in here anyway, so I'm going to clear these trees out so I can get in here and work. And I'm going to dig down to this level here, and I'll just bring it on across and let this drain, and then we'll start clearing trees. Got a little beaver hut over there. So this is what it looks like. Then I will probably fall back, since it's not too wet back here, and get back behind the dam and start opening this up on this back side, where we gotta basically move over and lift all this up to get up to this height, and then we'll bring everything up. I think we gotta come up, I don't remember now that I think about it, but 6 to 7 feet, I think 6 foot as well. How much more we have to raise this. So anyhow, this is where we'll be for the next few weeks on clearing. Get over here when we can, and then once we get off of the big pond that we're at, the tractor and pan, we will move the tractor and pan down here, well, up here to this job. We'll drive it over here, so, and then we'll start moving dirt. Well, I'm gonna get to work. Well, I kind of made my way down in here, just taking it slow and easy and kind of opening things up how I want them so I can work. But I'm right down here at the spillway. You can see I've got some stuff piled up here. I'm just trying to get it a little opened up here at the spillway so I can dig it out Got a few trees left standing. Let's see, I'll get the last of these trees down, and I will walk back up there. I'm gonna walk back up there and put the bucket back on. See, I got a couple trees left right here that I want to get down. But I'll, like I was saying, I get this down and these two here, and I'm going to go up there and put on my bucket. And I'll come down here and dig this out. We'll start draining the pond. See that ripper, I can just go down, push, curl my ripper, and that back claw just rip that thing right out, rip that top out, where I can get it over here and grab it, do something with it. I'm not having to fight the whole tree the entire time. Yeah, let's go back around this way. I got that top out. Now I can just grab the tree itself. Set it over here out of the way. Trying to knock what dirt I can off. I'm not too concerned, because I'll still be, we gotta throw these several more times, so let's see if this will work again. Just push down a couple times and curl that bucket, and it just separates it. Just cuts it right off. Makes it a lot easier, you know. You don't have to have a saw hand out here on site helping. I don't know that you'd have to have one anyway, but if you're just using a bucket, you know, you got a lot of dirt to deal with, excess dirt to deal with, and works really well on limbs. You know, if I wanted to take a few limbs down off some trees, I can reach up there and cut them off. But anyhow, all right, I've got this opened up enough that I'm comfortable with it. I'm going to get up here, swap out, pull the ripper off, get the bucket put on, and then I'll come back down here and dig this out and let it drain. I take out one or two little ones right here on the side. I think this one right here, I wanted to get it out of the way. This is a quick attach set up on this deer excavator that we got, so it doesn't take much to swap attachments. found out that gripper, you want to dig that thing in the ground best you can. When you go to unhook from it, it makes life way easier when you go to hook it back up. Let that get set. Takes about 7-8 seconds to detach, and takes a little longer to get hooked back up. It's cold this morning. Hydraulics are running slow, which I've been running for half an hour, so they ought to be warmed up a little bit by now. But I think she's seated, so I'm gonna walk in here, back in here, get the camera set up, and I'll see you guys in a minute. We'll start digging this out.
I just got back, guys. It's after lunch. I had to run around, do a few things, show you all the progress so far for this morning. So what you see here, the guy that works with us on the logs, you know, we kind of pull them out, and sometimes we'll break the top side of them, sometimes we don't, but he'll cut them at the stump. That's his skidder that's over there. He'll come at the stump, measure the lengths, cut the logs out, haul everything out, and do what he does with the timber. So that's why we kind of have the trees stacked out over here. I gotta get this pile of little brush and limbs. I've been throwing all my small stuff over to the side over here. We will have to move a little more that way, but really my goal today was to get the dam broke on this pond and kind of work in behind it and work on clearing it. You can see the water has fallen several feet in the pond. I may walk up here this evening, put the bucket back on, and I may dig that out a little bit more so we can drain a little bit more. But yeah, it's gone down several feet. You know, I'm not trying to drain the pond. I know I had a few guys ask, you know, what are you going to do about all the old mud? And that's not what we're doing on this project. Mainly because that's what the landowner wants. You know, I don't have free range. I don't own this property. So I'm going to do what the landowner wants us to do. He was not worried about this pond. He just wants to improve it, what's existing. So shockingly, I mean, you can probably tell right here, there is very little silt. I mean, I took my bucket and reached out and pushed down. I mean, I would expected 4 or 5 foot of silt in that pond, and there's not. Even here, through here, man, there's not 6 inches of silt. That bottom is rock hard. So I was shocked, honestly. I really thought there'd be, normally in a pond like this, built in 1950s, there would be a lot of silt, and there's not right now that we have found. So back to my point, we're not cleaning this pond completely out. We're not taking this pond down to 100%, you know, clay cleaned out. We're not moving all the silt out. We're not moving all the mud out. Will we push some? Very possible. We may get in these corners up here, in here, and take the dozer and shove a lot of that mud and stuff this way, which there's not a lot of it, but what is there, we may shove off the top, because we'll run that tractor and pan through the edge right here. And when we go to cutting this out deeper, the majority of the dirt that we use to raise this dam here and to build the new dam on the backside, this will all be front slope. But we'll take all the dirt from right back here. Now, of course, we'll clear all this, but our tractor and pan, we'll be making circles. We'll be cutting right through here along the water's edge, come around through here, dump, circle right back around, and go back and make another cut and just make circles. So if the landowner wanted me to remove all the silt and take this thing down to natural clay and get all the mud out and the silt out, I absolutely would do it. Would not think twice about it. Done it before on several other jobs. That was not a concern, you know. This pond's about a ½ acre, and when we get done, he's gonna have about 4 acres of water. So he was not worried about his ½ acre here and, you know, the little bit of mud and silt that it's gonna have in it, because he's gonna have a pond that's a whole lot larger than this one. So again, y'all can see where I went back here and started clearing. I've still got to come around this corner and get back on that. But you know, we'll cut our new core. We'll come right down the bottom side here with a new core, come all the way around with it, and then we'll lift all that up like it's a new dam. Once we get to this height here, we'll be sloping. This will just be front slope. But we'll basically build a new dam back here. Not that there was anything wrong with this one. It's got clay. It's just all the trees. I mean, that you can't, a dam's not going to hold water very well when you got trees going in it. All the roots, they will find a weak spot and water will start traveling it. But that's the update for today. I'm fueling up right now, getting diesel, putting in the John Deere, and I'm gonna get back to knocking down trees and dragging some logs. So I will catch you guys in a little while.